Guys, it is a great date night idea for the holiday season. Adam Skloot with Ballet West is here in this sponsored interview to tell us about the upcoming performance of the Nutcracker. And Adam, I have to say that it really is, as a woman, this is my #1 dream date. Tickets to the ballet, the Nutcracker.
Oh, I love that. I think it's great. And I think it's a perfect dinner and a show kind of thing. You know, the show runs no longer than a movie. It's about 2 hours. And I should just throw in right away that tickets start at only $30. So while it is an elegant date night, it doesn't have to be an expensive one.
No, and guaranteed to wow your date. Wow your date. Okay, so we were talking about some cool facts that I had no idea. The history of the Nutcracker.
Oh, I love it. You know, okay, so when our founder started it in the United States, it was a huge success, and it became a big success around America. But when the Nutcracker first came out in 1892, it wasn't a success. And the reason it wasn't a success, ironically, is for all the reasons that we love it now. Too many children, they said, in the production. Too many different roles for the leading characters as opposed to just a couple of roles. So, but those are the things that we love now so much. And you know, I love all of the children in the production and the fact that we can, year after year, see new kids whose parents performed in the Nutcracker, whose grandparents performed in the Nutcracker, some instances whose great-grandparents have performed in the Nutcracker.
Really?
So it's really like a family legacy. It's really wonderful.
I think that is so special. And you're right, all of those things you mentioned are the spectacle that make the Nutcracker so special and what it is. Talk about this year's particular ensemble and cast of dancers.
I am super thrilled about the company right now. I mean, our dancers are strong from top to bottom. We have some beautiful, gorgeous ballerinas and some powerful leading men and I'm putting on 8 different casts of principals. So on any given night, you can see a whole different cast of leads in the performances just because we have such a wealth of talent in the company right now.
Oh, there's nothing like it. There is nothing like the dancers at Ballet West.
Oh,
Salt Lake City, home to America's first and longest running version of Nutcracker.
Right, yeah. So our founder, Willem Christensen, Utah boy born and raised in Brigham City, founded the San Francisco Ballet, where he created the first full Nutcracker in America. And then when he moved back here to Utah and founded Ballet West, he brought the Nutcracker. From the early 1950s until now, it has had the longest unbroken run, except for 1 year, a couple of years ago, of course, in America and possibly in the world.
That is so impressive.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of those behind-the-scenes details. The point shoes.
Yeah, so women, in order to be able to stand on their toes, have special order shoes that are handmade for each individual woman. They fit them like a glove. They're created with layers and layers of paste and fabric and then covered in satin so that they create the beautiful line at the end of the woman's foot. Those are handmade, and they can go through a single pair in one show, depending on how hard the roll is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So our point shoe budget is quite big and substantial. That is a big part of a ballet company.
All of this is making me so excited to come and see the Nutcracker this year. Now, we have chances to see it here in Salt Lake, but also in Ogden.
Yes, in Ogden. We open in Ogden next week, and we're doing 4 shows at the Browning Center in Ogden, which we've been doing for many, many years. Ogden is a wonderful place for us to be able to bring the Nutcracker, and families there can perform there. And then we open here on December 2nd and run all the way through an early 12 noon matinee on Christmas Eve.
I cannot wait. And again, you mentioned tickets starting in the $30 range.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's a really affordable show.
A 2-hour show, dinner and a show. There is nothing more romantic, more special, and the talent is just incredible on that stage. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Ballet West for this sponsored interview.